morning. What we get to do is we get the opportunity to provide wraparound care to families that are in crisis, to prevent family separation from happening and keep kids out of foster care. This means a lot to me because my family is very involved in the foster care system. We are a foster family. We've had a lot of kids placed in our home, and we've seen the weight that the system places on the families that are involved. Better Together has just started expanding into this Polk County area within the last several months, which is exciting because this is where I grew up. This is where I'm from. Polk County has seen a, unfortunately, very significant increase in the amount of kids entering foster care within the last year. In fact, Polk County is in the top 5% for the amount of kids in care across the entire state. There's a lot of kids in foster care here, right outside of our doors. There's a lot of families, our neighbors even, that need help that we don't even realize. And we believe at Better Together that the church can be and should be the changing agent in the community to prevent this family separation from happening, to keep kids out of foster care, to decrease that number. Better Together started out back in Southwest Florida, down in Naples, back in 2015. And we're slowly making our way across the entire state of Florida. We've served over 9,000 children with a 98% success rate up to this point. I have a quick video that I'd love for you guys to watch.
I felt isolated, I felt alone. I didn't have an outlet. My name is Ramona. I came from New York in 2011. I didn't know what resources were available. I felt isolated, I felt alone. I didn't have an outlet. I have 3 kids. My oldest is 24, and I have my second oldest, which is Anne Elizabeth, she's 11, and I have Kathy, and she's 9. Before Better Together, I had structure, but I just needed to put it in the right order. I was having a lot of chaos in a toxic relationship. I was always used to being by myself. My first child, I was a single mom. These 2 kids, I'm a single mom again. And I was just trying to see it through. About a year ago, I needed a surgery that was imperative, and Better Together connected me with a family through the Covenant Church, Todd and Miss Agnes Morrison. Me being in the ER a couple of days, I'm worrying about my kids, being with a new family. I'm worried about, I want to go home, I don't want to stay here. And she was like, don't worry about nothing but getting your health in order. The girls will be fine. So the Morrisons took good care of my kids twice. And I was just astonished that they would open up their doors. I am thankful that Better Together connected me with the Morrison and the Covenant Church. I feel like the Morrisons are my brothers and sisters in life. We see each other on Sunday morning. The girls they see them and it's like they light up their world. And I'm learning a lot of new things from them, not only spiritually, but emotionally. They helped me heal. And they reinstated my belief with the Lord. You know, it helped me accept myself. It feels like I got a new life. I'm not the old me anymore. I'm not making the same silly choices. I have peace in my life. They help me be my better self, and they help bring me back to Christ. They are life givers, and here at Covenant, I feel like healing emotionally and better together has put me in the right path with more people to help us, because it does take a village to raise a child.
So that's Ramona's story, very powerful, touching story. To this day, Ramona is doing very well. She's connected in serving in her local church, very connected to that host family, and doing well, has both of her babies with her. So that's wonderful. But there's a lot of families like Ramona who they don't have someone to call when they need help. Like she said, she was hospitalized, didn't have anyone to care for her kids. There's a lot of families that don't have that person to call. Here in Florida, there are around 24,000 kids in foster care on a daily basis. 24,000. And 60% of those kids are there due to neglect, and neglect is preventable if families just have support. We know the saying, it takes a village to raise your kids, but like Ramona, these families don't have that village to help care for their kids. So how do we do this here in our local community? How do we take care of these families? At Better Together, we have several volunteer opportunities that you guys can take part in. Our first one is you can be a mentor. You can walk alongside a parent, helping them achieve their goals, holding their hand, helping them with budgeting and things like that to achieve their goals. You can be a job coach and help with interview tips and tricks and resume building. Or you can be a host family like the Morrisons were to Ramona, and you can care for children short-term in your home. And this can range anywhere from 24 hours to 90 days. Or you can be a resource volunteer. And a resource volunteer is someone who may be able to drop a meal off or diapers or wipes or something of that nature to a family that is hosting. So at Better Together, we believe in Christ-like hospitality, life-saving grace, and empowering parents. And I want you all to think about what it would look like if you said yes today. If you said yes to serving your local community, to serving your neighbors. This is a way that you can be the hands and feet of Jesus here in your community, serve the community, and ultimately point them back to Christ. So me and Mariah will be in the back at the little table after service, and we'd love for you guys to come, talk to us. We'll answer any questions you may have and learn more about how you can serve in the community. Thank you.